You have written that letter 3 times, and all 3 of them are still in this house. The drawer under the tea towels, the one that sticks, so you have to lift it and pull at the same time, folded in thirds, no stamp on it. Keep this playing. There is something about the 3rd version that I have never said to you. You did not throw the first 2 away. You have never explained that to yourself, and I would like you to notice it before we go any further. A person who has finished with a thing puts it in the bin. You kept all 3, in order, in the same envelope, and you know which is which without looking at them. The pen you wrote the 3rd one with is in that drawer as well. Do not turn this off here. I am not going to tell you to post it. Everyone who knows about that letter has told you to. Some of them gently, one of them not gently at all. Send it or burn it, and either way stop carrying the thing around. You have nodded at that advice for years. You have never done either. There is a reason for that, and it is not the one they think. So let me start with what everyone else gets wrong about this. They think the letter is unsent because you are afraid. Afraid of the answer. Afraid it comes back unopened in your own handwriting. Afraid of the phone call afterwards, or of the silence, which is worse. That is what they assume, because that is what would stop them. Here is the first true thing. You are not afraid of what they would say back. You worked out what they would say a long time ago. You have already survived worse sentences than that one, some from the same person. It is not that sentence that is stopping you. It is something else, and I am going to name it. The letter is not in that drawer because you are frightened. It is in that drawer because you have not settled what you actually want, and you will not post a letter that asks for the wrong thing. That is not cowardice. It is accuracy, and accuracy is rarer. And I know exactly what changed between the 2nd version and the 3rd. Stay with it. The first one was 4 pages. You remember writing it. One go, at the kitchen table, late, and your hand hurt afterwards, and you did not stop to read any of it back until you got to the end. Everything was in it. The dates, what was said in the car park, the year you did not hear from them at all, and what you were carrying in that year, which nobody ever asked you about. Every line of that was true. Not one word of it was wrong, and it is important, to me, that you hear me say so. The 2nd one was 2 pages. You wrote it 11 months later, and the dates were gone. Notice which parts survived, and which did not, because that is where all of this is going. There is a name for what it was that you were doing in all of those 11 months, and you have never once had it. I will give it to you before the end. Here is the 2nd true thing. Every time you rewrote it, you took out another piece of your case. Not the facts, the case, the parts that were in there to prove you were right. Each draft, you lifted out one more paragraph whose only job was to make a reader take your side. And every time you did it, the letter got shorter, and it got harder to write, not easier. That is not you softening. That is not you letting them off. You have not changed your mind about one single thing that happened, and I am not asking you to. You were doing something else, and you had no word for it, so it looked to you like editing. And there is one more layer under that, which is the reason the 3rd one is the shortest thing you have ever written. If there is a letter in your house that has never been posted, type Amen below. You do not have to say who it is to. I want to say where this shows up, because it is never the letter itself. You will know yours before I finish the list. It is rehearsing the conversation in the car, and winning it, and arriving at the shop with nothing decided. It is the birthday going past, and looking at the phone at 10 at night, and turning it face down. It is telling a new person the short version, and hearing how reasonable you sound while you say it, and not enjoying that as much as you expected to. It is the mutual friend who mentions their name, and then watches your face while you answer. It is the drawer, being the tea towel drawer, not the desk, not a box in the loft, the one you open every single day. One of those is yours. You did not have to hunt for it. There is a worse one, and I will come to it before the end, and it is none of those 5. Put the envelope down for a minute. It has waited years already. It will wait the length of a breath. Breathe with me here. In. The letter is not a debt. Out. And I am not waiting on you to post it. In. Nothing is being held against you tonight. Out. Not by me, and not for a very long time. Stay with me now. The next part is where the answer is, and it starts in a house in Colossae. Now look at the shortest letter in the book, and at who carried it. There was a man called Onesimus who ran away from a household to the one city where a runaway could disappear, and there he met an old prisoner called Paul. The letter Paul wrote about him is 25 verses long, the shortest thing he ever wrote that we still have. It was addressed to Philemon, the man Onesimus had run away from. And here is the part that ought to stop you. Paul did not post it. There was no post. He put it into the hands of Onesimus and sent him back to the house he had run from, carrying the letter about himself, to be read in front of him. Paul had every right to make the case, and he had a good one. He was old. He was in chains for this. He had brought this man to faith himself, and says so plainly in the letter. And then he does something strange with all of it. He writes that he could order Philemon to do the right thing, and that he is not going to, and that he would rather ask. He takes his own leverage out of the letter, in writing, in front of the man he is asking. Watch what he leaves in, because that is the whole of it. And then the line the whole thing turns on. I am sending him back to you, and he is my own heart. Not here is why you were wrong. Not here is what you owe me. Only this is who he is to me now, so please receive him. That is why it is short. Everything that was in there to win the argument has been lifted out, and what is left is one sentence about what a person is worth. There is one more piece, and it is smaller, and it is about writing. Only once in the whole book is he recorded writing anything with his own hand. A woman had been dragged into the temple courts and stood in a ring of men with stones, and he knelt down and wrote in the dust with his finger. Nobody wrote it down. 2,000 years, and the one thing he wrote himself is the one nobody kept. Ask yourself why that was allowed. Put those two side by side, because the book rarely repeats itself by accident. A letter with all the leverage deliberately taken out of it, carried by hand by the very person it was about, and kept for 2,000 years. And a sentence written in dust on purpose, in front of the only people who needed to read it, and gone by the evening. He knows exactly which words are meant to last, and which are meant to be written once and left on the ground. He has never confused the two, and he has never once needed a letter to arrive in order to know what was in it. Hold both of those. The third thing depends on them. Let me come into your house now. One of these is yours. To the one who decided long ago that if they ring first, then it is all right, and who has not moved the phone out of the room in 4 years. To the one who wrote the letter to a person who has since died, and been told that this makes it pointless now. It does not make it pointless. It makes it a different letter. To the one who did post it 2 years ago, and has heard nothing back, and has decided the nothing means something, and cannot work out what. To the one who is not the wronged party here, and knows it, whose letter is an apology that keeps getting shorter, for a different reason. To the one who stopped being angry a while ago, and has told nobody, because everybody around you is still angry on your behalf, and you cannot ask them to put it down. There is one underneath all 5, and it is why I brought up that drawer at all. Here is the third thing. The third version is shorter, because by the time you wrote it, you no longer needed to be believed. Read that again slowly, because you have been reading the shortening as a loss. The first letter was written to a jury. It had dates in it, because dates are evidence. It was 4 pages, because a case has to be long, and a case has to be long because the person reading it might not agree, and if they do not agree, then the whole thing was for nothing. Somewhere in those 11 months you stopped writing to a jury. Do not go yet. The last part of this is the one you came for. And a letter that is not trying to win is short. It has to be. There is nothing left in it except the thing itself. Here is the answer to the question you asked at the start. You have been treating those 3 versions as 3 failures. 3 attempts at one job, all of them abandoned in a drawer. They are not 3 attempts at one letter. They are 3 different letters, and only the 3rd one is addressed to a person. Keep listening. There is a reason that matters tonight. And look at what that means about the years. Nothing in them was wasted. You did not spend all that time failing to post something. You spent it becoming the person who was able to write the short one. And there is no shortcut through that. And nobody alive could have done it on your behalf. That is not the same as forgiving them. And I am not going to blur those 2 things together tonight. It is smaller than that. And it comes first. And it is yours already. Hold it. There is one more turn in it. Breathe with me once more. In. I am not counting the drafts. Out. And I never was. In. The short one is not less. Out. It is what was underneath the long one all along. Come back tomorrow, and the day after that. A drawer does not stop being a drawer, because one evening went well, and I am not going to pretend to you otherwise. There will be a new message here every single day. Subscribe, and turn the bell on, so that this voice is in the kitchen on the mornings, when the drawer sticks. Before I go, there is the thing about the sending. I have not explained it yet. Look at the light on the wall now, late in the afternoon, the way it comes in low and lies right across the front of that drawer. It does not stop at the drawer. It does not read what is inside and then decide how much of itself to give. It goes across the closed front of it exactly as it goes across the open ones. Follow it as far along that wall as your eyes will go. It is not weighing anything. It has never weighed anything anywhere that I am. And a door of warm light standing open at the end of it. You have imagined arriving there and being asked about this, and you have quietly assumed that you will have to account for those years, and that you will not come out of it well. You will not be asked to account for the years. Nobody is going to open the drawer. Now the thing I held back, it is about that letter, and it is not what you have spent this evening bracing for. Here it is. You have been waiting for me to tell you that it is not too late, and that you should post the 3rd one. Both of those may well be true, and neither one of them is what I came to say. Here is what I came to say. I have read all 3, not the way that a person reads. I was in that kitchen for the first one, at the table, at the hour when your hand hurt. I was there for the 11 months in between, which is the part of this that not one other living soul has any idea about. There is no such thing as an unsent letter in this house. There is only the writing of it, and I was present for every hour of that. And now the part I actually held back, and it is not about the 3 in the drawer. There is a 4th one. You have never written it down. You say it out loud in the car when there is nobody else in there, and it is about 2 sentences long, and it is not an argument at all. That is the one I have. It arrived the first night you said it. There is one more thing I have not told you, and it is not about that drawer. It is about the photograph you took out of the frame and did not throw away, and what you put in the frame instead, and who noticed. Not tonight, tomorrow. Come back, and I will tell you why you chose that one. You are loved, you are seen, you are mine.